Guys, 1,000 deaths. Once. Pitiful, copping, please. $60 in here so far. Get them in. We got a lot to talk about tonight. $61. I passed my 60 mark, Jimmy. 65. I'm going to take a few minutes to address our community before we get into the show and obliterate these fucking cowards. Because that's what they are. Just the life in a spot for drug dealers. We've got 87 in here so far, so I'm just going to get started. Before I say what's up to everybody and everything like that, I just want to address the community and the people on our side, and especially the people who've stood behind me. And let me explain something to you, because a lot of things become eye-opening. If you're not understanding what I'm about to say to you guys and you're not fully getting it, you'll get it by the end of the show. And what I want to talk about real quick for you guys is this. When my situation happened and I got locked up with this bullshit or whatever, okay? Everybody knows about it and stuff like that. I didn't think I was getting out, okay? So nobody thought that I was getting out, all right? There's too many of you, okay? There's too many of you, and I'm going to say this. There's too many of you for me to even mention one person's name. But you guys all know who you are. I'm not just talking about content creators. I'm talking about the people in the chat. I'm talking about people in the chat, the people who's reached out, emailed me, the people who had my fucking back. No matter what anybody said, no matter what anybody did, okay? Look, that does not go unnoticed, especially in situations like this, what we're going to get into tonight, okay? I want you all to know how much I appreciate you. I got mad love for all of you, even the ones who get on my nerves sometimes. Watch, you're crazy, excuse me. But even the ones that get on my nerves sometimes, and I know I get on your fucking nerves sometimes too. But I just want you guys to know one thing. I appreciate your loyalty. You are soldiers. You are the fucking winners. You aren't the weak fucking targets. You are the stand-up motherfuckers. You are. 100%. And we're going to show you that tonight. We're going to show you what's not stand-up. We're going to show you what is backstabbers. These people can't hold a candle to none of you. You all are great fucking people. And you, like I said, I could sit here. I could sit here for an hour if I wanted to name every name. Okay? If I wanted to name every name, I could sit here for a fucking hour. I swear to you. I could sit here for a fucking hour. And you know what? I wouldn't do that because I'd still miss some names and I'd feel bad. Okay? But I'd have to go back and I'd have to look through everybody who reached out to my mother, everybody who sent money, everybody who sent emails, everybody who sent well wishes, everybody wanted to make sure everything was okay. This is when I came out. And I had said about all these scumbags on YouTube, and if you guys remember, I came out and I said, but the pieces of shit, they use just such drastic, dirty shit. It outshines the majority, which is the good people, which is you guys. No matter what I've done, no matter what anybody said, no, we fought, we've argued, we've done that. But when the motherfucking rubber hit that motherfucking road, you all were there. And I'm going to show you the fucking opposite tonight. Okay? I'm going to show you the opposite tonight. I'm going to let you know exactly what's going on. And I did get a call. And I'm going to let you know a few things. Okay? I'm going to let you know a few things. But that's the first thing that ran through my head. When this went down tonight, what we're going to get into, hey, look, I could go balls to the wall on these bitches, and I'm going to. But I'm going to tell you something. The first thing I thought about was you guys. Each and every one of you. None of you are weak. None of you are bad people. None of you are soft targets. And I have your back fucking completely. And we'll get into that. But anyway, Joey Perry, what's up, babe? Good to see you. Butterfly Kisses, good to see you. Harvick, good to see you. My Brad Hunter, good to see you. Sam the Man, good to see you. Crazy Brat, what's up, babe? Good to see you. Stevie, my man, good to see you. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. We got 122 in here so far. Let's get down. My Brat's one, good to see you. And I'll even say this. Even the people that I don't like, or that don't like me, or whatever the fuck you want to do, that I don't talk to, whatever the fuck you want to do, because I can't even say, who knows? I mean, on my end, I don't have no drama and hard feelings towards people, except for a few. And we know who they are. But anyway, even they didn't fucking buckle and bend. Oh, what are the James? They didn't do that. So I got to give them a shout out too, even though they're not, in my circle or whatever. But got to give them a shout out too, But anyway, Rhonda Hauser, good to see you. Watch your crazy, good to see you, babe. I was referring to you and wanting to get on my nerves. Carlos, my man, good to see you. Harvey, good to see you. I don't know if I shouted you out yet. Just to let you guys know, too, Harvick is Betty Hayward. No, I'm joking around. That'll be a rumor now. Oh, she's under the name Harvick. Anyway, shout out to Betty Hayward. I don't know where she's been or whatever, but shout out to her, too. You know what I mean? Everybody. Everybody who, you know what I mean? Ronnie, good to see you. My man, Ronnie, chilling in the Bahamas. Kickstand's probably brave. He ain't brave. None of them are brave. And you all are brave. You all are brave. They're not fucking brave. We're going to get into that. Let me say what's up to everybody, please. Not them motherfuckers. Don't you ever think that. Harry's in his fucking bunker. Harry, you going to come out of that bunker? What's up, Twisted T? Good to see you. Trizzle, what's up? Good to see you. Groovin' Gary, good to see you. Dynamite, good to see you. Doug Ross, good to see you, my man. Oh, Michael Hensley, good to see you, bro. Michael Hensley never hid in the bunker. He was in real shit. He never hid in that damn bunker, Harry. What's up, Beth? Good to see you. Harry will be back next year as a Navy SEAL, though. I better watch out. Want to dance? Nah, you don't want to dance, and I'm going to show you that tonight. What's up, Dave? Good to see you. Because you people got me ticked off a little bit. I'm a little bit ticked off at them. You know what I mean? What's up, Hellcat? Good to see you. What's up, Brian G? Good to see you. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Patrick, good to see you, my man. All right, let me get down here. Maureen Mo, good to see you. Oh, say, can you see? Thank you for your service, Maureen Mo. Thank you for your service. Another fat ball to tag. Good to see you, my man. Twin Mama. Good to see you. Joe Root, good to see you. I agree with this statement. There are a lot of good people in chats across this genre. That's why you come on. You're absolutely right. And we're going to, like I said, I addressed what I had to say. I can't address everybody. Sonny Grasso, good to see you. You know, and honestly, it makes me a little bit emotional, like when I think about this. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, man, people aren't supposed to be as good as you people. Honestly, like that's why I love dogs. But the truth of the matter is, you know, like I said, the bad outweighs the. It can never outweigh the good. But we're gonna talk about the bad tonight. We're gonna talk about the fucking cowards. What's up, Bears and Cigars? Yeah, I know, no more Tomlin. But listen, what they did for Tomlin, I think they should have done that for Harbaugh. Let him resign. Let him step down. They fired Tomlin, bro. They fired Tomlin. But he's, you know, to make it look like he stepped down. They should have done that for Harbaugh. What's up, Mike Slick? Good to see you. I shot you out, Joe Root. All right, let me get down here. Look at this chat moving. It's a real chat. Not 400 people in here with 8 people chatting. Stacy's World, what's up, babe? Let me let Layla in. Layla, you want to go in? Come on. Come on. Don't bother me to come back out. Go. Let me get down. Just got something sent over real quick. Oh, Christ. That's somebody with the Ice Baby thing. Fucking idiots. We're going to talk. Well, that's got a little bit to do with this ice stuff that went on. But there's a bigger story. Jane, not Jane, good to see you. Lolo Saint, good to see you. Dino, good to see you. Harry's underneath the foxhole. Yes, he is. Crazy Brad, I don't know if I shouted you out. Yeah, I think I did, but I shouted you out twice, babe. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Grumpy Italian, good to see you. Yes, raise the flags for Maureen Mo. Jughead, what's up, babe? Good to see you. What's up, Monacam? Good to see you. Don't be in tears. You know what I'm saying? You get me sound like Harry. Why are you crying for me? We can play his little novella thing too tonight. What's up, Scottish Deborah? Good to see you. Get down here. What's up, Rocco? This because you're going to understand. You're going to understand too, and everybody, when we get into this tonight. What? Wyatt Earp just sitting in the background. There's go. Hey, teacher, what's up? Good to see you, Wyatt Earp. You can be over here spying. It doesn't matter. You know. It doesn't matter, Wyatt Earp. But don't go saying that I abused you and I decimated you because it ain't about you tonight, Wyatt Earp. Oh, what's up, sons? I hope you're feeling well. My man. Good to see you. Always good to see you. I know Satchio's around here lurking. He doesn't like coming to the chat because he don't want to have to take his time to say hi to everybody because he'll get to 100 highs. Well, shout out to you, Michael Satchio. He's here. What's up, Woob's mom, Stacey H? Good to see you. Ricky, Bills at Broncos. I like the Bills, man. I kind of like you guys. I like the Texans to go to Super Bowl. I got them. You and the Texans playing in the championship game, honestly. But I got the Texans beat you. That Texas defense is something else, man. Miss Can't Be Wrong, good to see you. Sloth, good to see you. Damn. You still got to keep going. All right, there we go. Oh, Raditha, good to see you. I'm glad I caught you. So, nah, nobody's tripping over me, Monica. Believe me, I like to joke around and shit. Okay. Now, here's what's going on. All right. So today, it's on my community page. Mr. Expose You, the Pig Power Ranger. We all know who I'm talking about. Jim's partner, whatever you want to say, producer, whatever. Okay. He puts up a post because they go on their show, whatever, their Owl Network or whatever, and he tagged me in it, and he tagged me and Michael Sacchio. So I look at the post, and it's like they said that they are interviewing the Ripper's ex-wife named Rosa. Let me pull it up. Just pull it up real quick so I can tell you what it is, if anybody didn't see it. So here's what's going on. Right now on Night Owl Network, Jim is interviewing Tony Soflow's first wife, Rosa. Topics include how they met, what he looked like with hair, violent background, their divorce, penis size, of course, and much, much more. Also, Jim sent the police to Soflow's house for a wellness check. Okay. Now let's get into that. Also, now I'm not on their network. What's up, Paulie? Good to see you. I'm not on their network or anything. But as I told you, they tagged me in it. And I got a call. I got a call from Jim Terry. And he told me a little bit of what happened. Okay, what the show was about, what went down. I won't get into specifics. That's on them. What's up, Tony Buick? That's on them to get into. Okay? I'm not going to say, because look, I don't know what's true, what's not true, or anything like that. Okay? But I'll give you guys a little sneak peek into this, that they talked, and they definitely did. They definitely did, because he wouldn't have known certain things. They talked to his brother Eddie. Okay? They talked to his brother Eddie. That's the one with the restraining order. Apparently they're talking about Eddie going live to the house. So basically he said that he sent the police there. He sent the police there for a wellness check. I don't know what they seen there, but they're saying something amazing, oh, you wouldn't believe it's type of shit. I didn't get into all that. Also something about diddling, of course, and I don't know if they're talking about what happened to him in jail. I don't know if they're talking if something happened to him as a kid, something like that. Like I said, the specifics you will have to get from them. Okay, I'm not here to do that. Okay, I'm not going to say any of this is true, what they're saying, but the truth is they did talk to his ex-wife, they did talk to his brother, and they did send the police to his house, and they are shitting all over him. Okay, they're destroying him. Now, also another thing Jim told me, he can't get a hold of the sailor. Sailor's not answering. And they usually answer for him on the first ring. Can't get a hold of Silo. We know Silo likes to talk and put the game plan together. Silo's ducking him out. Okay? And Harry was already in the bunker. So he even said, with Harry, he's like, he called him Chicago Muscle. He's like, and Chicago Muscle's nowhere to be found. I was like, well, Harry's fast. You know what I'm saying? Harry runs. But here's my point. You bunch of bitches. You bunch of bitches. You sit here. And now, look, guys, I don't want to sit here and say that. I don't want it to make it look like I'm sticking up for the Ripper. I'm not sticking up for the Ripper. I wouldn't have done this to the Ripper. Honestly, I would not have done this to the Ripper. I know he'd have done it to me and everything like that. But I wouldn't have done this to him. Okay? I don't think that it's right. I don't think it's right. But fuck him. But what happened to all the brotherhood? What happened to that? Let's do a little walk through history. No, they were brothers. They were more than cool. Let's do a walk through history. Butterfly Kisses in here. She could tell you this. She could tell you this. When obviously I was always going to wind up fighting with the Ripper. That just was a given. But you know why our fight kicked off? Do you know why? Yes, Carlos. Where's that? Yes, I'm about to get into this. Me and the Ripper's fight kicked off over Stone fucking Sailor. Butterfly Kisses knows this. I showed you the text the Sailor sent to the Ripper. That we started fighting over Stone Sailor, who was over in Bellevue show, and we got into a fight that night, which is coincidentally Jim's community. Okay? The Ripper came out, and we have fought ever fucking since. Ever fucking since. Now, like I said, we'd have fought anyway. Butterfly Kisses also tell you this. I've never liked the guy. And, he's a jealous dude and shit like that. But where the fuck are these motherfuckers at? Harry, where you at? That's your brother. That's your brother. Get your ass out here and fight, bitch. You want to dance? All that shit? No. You got a dance partner. Now you got your dance partner. Archella. Hori Poolstick. What are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? Tony Silo, that's your brother. What's up, Mustache Pete? Good to see you. Yeah, the Ripper is gone. Okay? But what are y'all going to do, you cowards? Why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet? I've seen you guys sit back there and attack Watcher of crazy. Oh, I do better. I've seen you attack people just for being in people's chats of your enemy, of your friends' enemies and all that kind of shit. I've seen it. Tom Sheehy. Pay Tom back. Pay Tom back. Tom Sheehy got attacked for that type of shit. But now you got Jim and them shitting on the Ripper. Destroying them. Doing some shit I just told you I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do. Yes, they did, Gravesend. They left him like Christ. And the problem is this. Fuck the Ripper, like I said. But the Ripper would have had y'all's back in a second. Just so he can run his bitch ass mouth. Just so he could. Jim Terry, somebody just texted me. Jim Terry sent the police to Tony Soflo's house for a wellness check. Sent the police to his house. What's up, Thornblades? Sent the police to his house for a wellness check. And then they said it's something, whatever. What's the words they use and stuff? So bizarre and so whatever, shocking or something. Something shocking happened. Who knows? There's an old lady who lives there. The man's fucking wife is there. Oh, what about that, Harry? Tina, I love Tina to death. I always promise. Yeah. That was real nice to do to Tina, wasn't it? Where you at? Where you at? Where the hell are you at? Where are you? 205 people in here. Hit that damn like button. Pay Tom back. And that's the truth. Twist Teams. Listen. Jim is being, look, I hate to sound like it. Jim's being Jim. This is what they do. This is what they do for their content. That's why I'm not even revealing everything that was told to me. That's theirs. They worked on that. They did that. They're all up in his shit. Believe what I tell you. And they're not done. They're not done. Because there's a whole lot more to this. Whole lot more to it. Actually, there's some shit that on our side that we know. You know what I mean? Little lump here, lump there, lump everywhere. But, But here's my thing. They're all, pay Tom back. They're all in hiding, Brian G. They're all in hiding. Where are you at? What's that guy's name? Becky Brooklyn or whatever. The janitor. Where are you at? Let's see what you guys do. Don't go using fake names and go hanging in the gay bar and all that kind of shit and sitting there kissing ass over an angel's because you're going to get exposed. I'm going to expose you all at every fucking drop of the fucking hat. Every one of you motherfuckers. Every one of you motherfuckers. Harry, this is exactly no fucking loyalty. These people will flip on their grandmother. These people with the pressure gets cooking, they're well done. They're gone. They're gone. Sailor, why ain't you answer the phone? Your ass stayed up till 2 o'clock in the fucking morning to come on Jim's Rumble show where you fucking talked yourself into a fucking hole. Anyway, but because it was about me. But now your best friend, your slumber party buddy, your brother, kind of fucking, they'd say, yeah, I would never in a, look, I understand anybody can get in there. I would never want them defending this. Never. Look at these people. Look at these people. They're a bunch of sissies. A bunch of team press charges. What'd you say? They got Nick R. and Eric locked up. Oh, no, we got ourselves locked up. They forced the issue and stuff like that. Now, if this shit was, that's what it's saying. When I got locked up, they came out with shows. They spread false lies. They've been doing it up till this day, and it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Because even the people that are involved and actually involved, they don't fucking like you. Okay? They're sick of your shit. Because they know that they've been duped. You lied to them. You fucking sit here. This community, these fucking people stood behind me. Stood behind me. Well, even though we fought, because they took the side of right. They didn't fucking bend to what y'all were trying to make a fucking popular opinion. Okay? Unlike you bitches. Unlike you, and these people over here ain't scared of a motherfucking thing. Ain't scared of a motherfucking thing. Like you bunch of pussies. You're a bunch of pussies. Yeah, Harry's over there fighting the jihads in Iran. No, he's probably walking around knocking on doors, handing out Jehovah books. That's what he's doing. Harry, you're a bitch. Stone cold bitch. You're supposed to be sitting, you're supposed to be out it, you're supposed to be all over this shit. Your brother. Don't you come out and say nothing about me, bitch. Don't you dare. You're a fucking bitch. Sailor ain't answer the phone now. Bet you it was breaking news on Eric Fawcett. It was a big interview with this and that and this and that. I bet you'd be all doing a show tonight in your wheelchair lying. Bet you would. Bet you would. Bet you if I did this shit, if I did something like that, you'd be all over it. You'd be all over it if I interviewed his ex-wife. If I did this, you'd be all the fuck over it. What's up, Buffalo? Billy, the lotion giver. Is he confirmed he's locked up? He's locked up. That's a fact. Okay? And they tried some little dumb shit where he gave them the code to his fucking thing or whatever. So they've been putting up like they tagged me in some stupid shit today, and then all his troll accounts have been coming into stuff, his old troll accounts. But that's them behind it. They're willing to do that. Are you willing to stick up for him now, motherfucker? You willing to go to that? You willing to fight now? You bunch of pussies. You're a bunch of pussies. In your opinion, they now know when you came out a year ago and told people what I was doing regarding Miami, I was not bluffing. They also slandered me and my family. One even made threats. I don't lie or bluff. No, you don't, Maureen. No, you don't. But you're over here. You know what I mean? Carmela, good to see you on. I sound just like JT. Yeah. No, why don't you tell me I sound like JT with a nice Cash App? There, that sounds like JT. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't sound like fucking JT. I don't have nothing to do with that whole thing. Yeah, I know Lance. He resigned. Truthfully, he got fired, but they let him do that. They should have done that with Harbaugh. You know, good to see you, Lance. Yeah, pay what you borrow, Harry. And this hasn't this really, Kathy. This has nothing to do with JT. JT's the catalyst in it. Where you at, Silo? Where you at? You're watching. There's 219 people. You are watching. Don't watch who's in the chat. Watch me. Listen to me. Where are you at, pussy? Where are you? What are you going to do on this one, pussy? You're in that chat. So Flo, my brother, while he's bashing this one, bashing that one, my kids, this and that. Where you at, pussy? Yeah, bitch. You're a pussy. All of yous. All of yous. Yeah, that's why they all ran off of YouTube. Don't come back here talking. Don't you, none of you ever dare, ever dare. Because if you're going to say some shit about me, oh yeah, false shit, then talk about the diddling that they're talking about with your boy. Talk about that. Now, actually, I don't want you to. I want you to defend them. I want you pussies to defend them. Sloth. I was busy today. I was busy, and I was going to do a show, and I was going to formally put you on the new reinforced shelf that I got. I made it out of trees because I chopped down your fucking tree house because you're weak too. You're weak too. All of yous are fucking weak. All of yous are fucking weak. Every last one of yous sitting over there letting that shit happen. But no, don't let somebody else. Oh, you Kickstand be everywhere in every comment section. Tony Sofo's the best man in the world. That's my brother. That's this one, that. Well, what are we gonna do now, Kickstand? Where are we gonna go with this? Don't y'all go over there, the Angels, and hide in that bunker and try to be quiet. You're not going to be able to, because I'm going to tell you why. Jim's going to be there. Jim's going to be there. This is your brother. Soldiers. Bunch of soldiers. Bunch of bitches. That's all you cowards are. You guys are cowards. Don't you ever. Hey, Heidi Black, good to see you. Don't you ever. Let me tell you something. Harry, Archella, Failure, Hori Poolstick, all you little bitches, the new crazies, Tommy Crazy, want to talk about shit about it. Don't you ever fix your fucking lips to say anything about anybody over here on this fucking side, because y'all are a bunch of cowards. And we ain't. And we fucking ain't. You done exposed yourselves. You done exposed yourself. You fucking bunch of chumps. But what's up, Bulletproof Soul? Yeah, every one of them went after dead kids, spouse found a bunch of weak characters, and they sat there and they stuck up for the Ripper no matter what. No matter what. Y'all trashed Angel Gotti for the Ripper. Remember that? I wasn't even here for that. But I remember it because I've seen it on replays. Y'all trashed Angel. Y'all stuck up to that. Y'all went after this one. Y'all went after. Let's see you go. It's time to dance. Silo, get your gloves on. You ain't going to do it. You're going to twist it on me somehow. I already know that. Oh, Foss is going crazy. He's fucking shooting heroin and all that. You know, whatever y'all want to say. But guess what? Everybody knows y'all are a bunch of bitches. Do not talk about none of these people over here. You can't. You can't. Because you're not as strong. You're a bunch of weak fucking cowards. That's exactly what you are. Sloth. Let me address something you did. Last night, Sloth wants to talk about Angela and say, and I'm not ashamed to show my face. I went right in there. I said, well, you should be. You should be. And I'm serious. You should be. looking like a oversized Cabbage Patch doll. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here, big ass. You people, and you're weak. You're weak because you lied. You know I didn't do all that shit the other day. They were claiming and lying, and you turn around and say, "Oh yes, he did." No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I couldn't even read your chat. I was on my phone when I was on your thing. I couldn't. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that, Kathy. I thought you meant I sound like JT or whatever. Like I'm trying, or whatever. I'm sorry about that, Kathy. But yeah. So, like I said, it's not even. It's what's up, Phil? And that's the truth. Well, you got to also remember. Look what these cowards came on here and did. They came on not even as themselves. Harry came on as a Hell's Angel, special ops. Yeah. Like, yeah. The fuck out of here. Bunch of fucking cowards. Yeah, he's independently wealthy. Pay Tom back. That's what he needs to do. He's a coward, man. Straight coward. A lot of the other shit that I've seen, honestly, I would joke. Run, Harry, run, and all that kind of shit. And I'll feel him on that, a little bit. Like, who wants to be in all that shit? But, Joe, you don't sit here, call a motherfucker your brother. Sit here and, you're going to dance with this one. You're going to do a show and this one. You're going to ride this out. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And let this happen to him when they can't defend themselves? He can't defend himself. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Kathy. Yeah, I didn't understand what you're saying. Sorry about that. I was a little fired up when I was talking about that shit too. But sorry about that. But if you do want to send a cash app, you can. No, I'm kidding around. But anyway, what's going on, Richie? But the truth of the matter is that it's crazy. I think that they both came to the conclusion, Ricky. I think they both came to the conclusion to split. It wasn't going nowhere, man. When I say fired, I think that they were like, put it this way, they weren't begging him to stay. Yeah, he's definitely watching. Why aren't you answering the phone for JT, Silo? Why aren't you? Why aren't you, Sailor? Why aren't you? How's the shit working out with the shit you were trying on my case, Sailor? How's that working out? Remember one thing. You can't fuck with me. But at the end of the day, we're on to another subject. We're on to this shit. I want to see what's going to happen. Yeah, vroom, vroom. When he threatened people. I already threatened, what's that lady they're all scared of? NB. I seen an old clip. He threatened to have something done to her. But Eric Foss threatens people? Nah, I'll cuss you out, call you a bitch, a whore, all that kind of shit. I ain't fucking threatening to have nothing done to a woman. You fucking scumbag. You're a pussy. Why don't you do something? What are you going to do about this, Silo? Are you going to call this out tomorrow night when the show's on? Or are you guys going to talk about my case for 3 hours? Because this is what's big in the community. You see 211 people in here. This is what's big in the community right now. We're gonna ask the hard questions, Angel Gotti. The community wants to know. We all need to know. I got a million questions. Who does that sound like? You got to answer the hard questions. This is the topic. Are y'all going to come out and defend your boy? What's up, Triple X? There we go. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Hori, Pool Stick, Cuban Rambo, Brian Press, Tommy Lucchese, BD, can't remember the rest. Yeah, what are they going to do here? What are they going to do here? I tell you what they're going to do. Fucking nothing. Because I already know what they're doing behind the scenes. JT already put it out. These motherfuckers, he was even shocked. He said, man, what's going on? These guys, they're like in witness protection or something. You know, he always says that shit about like the mob shit and all. Yeah. They won't even answer him. What's up, Shane? Good to see you. They won't even answer him. Hiding. It's the greatest thing you've seen on the stupid app. Yeah. They're hiding. They're scared. Soldiers. Brothers. Call them brothers. 100%, Carlos. 100%. But the story today is where are these cowards at? Where are these cowards at that have attacked people all through this chat, all in these communities, went in people's chat, using their names, talking about their kids, doing that just because they're another, just thinking they're doxing people. It's always the wrong person, but they're still putting up people's pictures. What if it was the right person? Shit like that. What are we going to do here, Harry? Your brother's a prisoner of war right now. For real. You're letting them get shitted all over. Fucking pussy. Pussy motherfuckers. Now, he definitely ain't drinking no Fiji water and that shit. I don't know where he's at. Well, he might. I don't know if they can get commissary. I don't know. I've never been in. When I was in Ohio, in Youngstown, Ohio, when that was when we would get sentenced back in the day, if we weren't going to get on Con Air, they would shoot us out to Youngstown, and then we just go from Youngstown to wherever. They would hold us there. We had a contract there. The feds did, and this was 2004. They were building the INS half of it, like for like immigrants and stuff, was on the other half of the jail. And I don't know if they were able to get the same comments. I'm not sure. I wasn't there that long. You get sentenced, you go there, you get designated, then you leave. So, and it wasn't all the way built. So I've never been in a type of place like that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Kath. Yeah, I heard Jess. Yeah, I'm slow in the chat. But what's up, Agnostic, my man? As a Trump voter, you've been very disappointed until the sex offender got snatched. Yeah, it's a great thing for us, right? But we're not even doing that shit. SoFlo said some heinous, degrading things about friends of ours. That's why I dropped off. But we'll all be out there breathing and walking free. Fucking rats, live with yourself. That's right, Sonny Grosso. That is right. And look at who the suckers are. Look at who the tough people are. Yeah, Templar is so proud of Maureen. I mean, should be. And they're still wanting to press that shit. Angel Gotti, just, you know what? Angel, just pack it in. Pack it in. And what I mean, you don't got to end your show, nothing like that. Just shut up about all of us. Shut up about all of us. Quit mentioning Angela. Quit mentioning Maureen. Quit blaming them for shit. Don't blame them for anything that I fucking do. Don't blame them for anything that I fucking do. I got my own fucking mind, and half the time I don't know what the fuck it's going to do when I get mad. So I'm just going to tell you like that. Don't do that. Just pack it in. Do your little show. Have people drink piss or whatever. And let's address this situation, if anything. Harry, you still got a wrench over there? Get your ass over there and confront JT tomorrow. Get your ass over there and confront JT like you did Tony Buick. Get up there, attack dog. Bet you won't. Silo, a.k.a. Vinny Mattabaloni, defend your brother El Rapo. What happened to vroom vroom, motherfuckers? Yeah, what happened to it? You vroom vroomed your ass off. You're not going to defend them. And don't do this shit. Well, I just don't agree. I just don't agree with what went on. Don't do that. Get down in them motherfucking trenches. Get down. See, I could show. I know what y'all are. That's the thing. Because this is fucking YouTube. This is fucking weak. I've been telling you that the whole time. I've been in the trenches in real fucking life. Ain't no way I could get busted out on here. No way. No fucking way. But y'all want to pretend like y'all been something in the streets and shit. Y'all are a bunch of bitches. Stone cold punks. Stone cold punks. Melty said, thank you for sticking up for her. Tara said that. Anyway, good to see you, Tyron. Yeah, Melty's, no, I don't believe she's affiliated with, I don't, how do I say this? I don't want her to be. Okay? There. So no, she's not. They lied to her. Oh, yeah, we got all this support. We got all this. We got all that. We'll take Eric out. Oh, on the 7th, this will happen. On this one, this. Where are they at? Where are they at? But she knew. She knew. She didn't fall for it. She went along with a little stupid shit. You know, it's fine. It's fine. She knows a little bit she knows how to push my buttons a little bit too. I'll say that. But she knew. She knows. She knows what's going to happen at the end of the day with these motherfuckers. Look at them. Shame on them all. Exactly, Angela. That fucking Kickstand. Always got something. I've seen a long paragraphs he did about you. Angela this, Angela. And you haven't done shit. You didn't send the police to SoFlo's house. You didn't interview his brother, his ex-wife. And look, it's not a thing like I'm not putting something out there about JT. JT will put it out there. He put it out there. He called. He fucking put the post up. They tagged me in it. They tagged me in it. That's why I'm not just going to sit here and spew all their shit. Because I tell you what, that's their shit that they worked on and they did or whatever. And for whenever they want to let it out, if they let it out on their platforms, the Angels platform, wherever they let it out, that's theirs. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done what they did. I wouldn't have done what they did, even though I hate that motherfucker, and I know he'd have done it to me. Talking about the Ripper. But I wouldn't have done what they did. Not at all. Not at all. You know, what if that old lady in that house would have had a heart attack? What if the fucking big raccoon would have just stumbled and, you know, she's coming forward and shit, that police's life's in danger? What if they just shot her? You know, because she falls on them, they're going to die. But, you know, you're not shocked. Team Press Charge, Team Mickey Rourke have no loyalty to anything, and that's a fact. They're scared. They're scared. They go along with narratives that they think are going to be popular and stuff like that. They just want to be, and now they're, yeah, and here's a good one. Sloth, you got some nerve making fun of anybody. Anybody's looks. You are, hands down, easily, it's not even close. And I'm talking about the women that are in their 70s. I'm talking about all the women on that side, on this side, on that side, north, south, east, fucking west. One thing nobody will deny, you are the ugliest woman on here. And that's a fact. Fact. Now sue me. Fact. Get me like on criminal case. Fact. You know? If someone knocked on Chicago Mary's front door, he would run out the back door. Yeah, of course. Like I just said, you're running on YouTube. You're scared. They got me pissed off. They got me pissed off. And that's, like I said, I'm not sticking up for the Ripper. But come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. The Ripper would have stuck up for y'all motherfuckers. 100%. 100%. And he's a bitch too. We know that. He's a cop caller, punk motherfucker. But, you know, that's your brother. That's your brother. What's happening? Harry. What are you doing? Still rocking and rolling? Yeah, F JT. Fuck JT. Fuck them all. Don't get me wrong here. Not sticking up for nobody. What happened? Silo called BK out to fight and said he'll be in New York the next week. They disappeared for like 6 months. Came back like nothing happened. I forgot. I'm glad. I'm glad that I like BK. BK's a hothead, and I wouldn't want to see him get in trouble. So I'm glad Silo did that. But come on, man. There'd have been fucking bolts everywhere. There'd have been bolts everywhere. BK, you'd have kicked his fucking ass. How many motherfuckers' ass you can't kick is mine. Remember that. I'm messing with you. Watch BK get fired up, going to shirt up. Hey, motherfucker, I'll meet you in the gym. But no, I'm glad Silo ducked that wreck because I wouldn't want to see BK get in trouble, to be honest. Because I know BK would have showed up and then, you know, fucked Silo up, you know. Oh, yeah, with the crazy granny, you know. Well, that's another thing, too. Hang on. No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I already know. I already know what they're listen. I already know what they're trying to get her to do. She's not doing that. She's not doing none of that. You know, that's the thing. There's been so many people, like I said, they need to stay out of her fucking business. People need to stay out of my fucking business. Don't worry about us. Okay? And that's it. So don't worry about them text messages and all that kind of stuff. I know what they're trying to do. It's not going to work. But anyway, so I don't want to get off topic, you know. Shout out to Melty. But yeah, that's not going to work with her. You know what I mean? Come on. A guy who plays with stuffed animals and wears a fucking mask is going to fucking convince somebody. Maybe gay people and stuff. It ain't going to fly with no females. Not against me anyway. Come on. Yes, they will be charged with treason for leaving on the battlefield. 5 more likes. Everybody hit that like button so I get to 100 real quick. You know? But this is sickening, man. This is sickening. Yizzo, what's up, FBS? Good to see you. This is fucking sickening. No, well, the last I talked to JT 2 hours ago. Okay? Good to see you too, Cluckers. 2 hours ago. At that point, no. None of them had talked to him. They're all ducking his phone calls. JT wants them to answer the hard questions. He just reamed them. And here's what he said. He said, look, because I was like, damn. He's like, you know something though, Eric? And look, this is his thing. Like I said, I'm not knocking him for this. But this is what he said. He said, fuck SoFlo. He's not on the OTT. He wasn't part of this. I didn't really go on his show. I didn't do that. You know, hey, you know, fuck it. So what's his crew going to do? What's the crew going to do? What's up, Scott? T008. I hate it. This thing always is fucked up looking. Hope everything's well with you, bro. Good to see you. What's up, man? My name Ronnie. Good to see you, bro. What's up, Fast Daddy? But yeah, so like I'm saying, These people are such cowards. Yeah, their scapegoats always watch her crazy. They don't even know me and watch her crazy argue all the time. She's fucking probably more hard-headed than me. She actually is. She actually tells me to tone it down, to be honest with you. She says, don't you say this word. No. Well, that's how I talk. Fucking, I don't care. Your ass in Texas. You ain't got no gun on me, so I ain't going to listen to you. Oh, yeah, Angel won't have a show. This ain't even about Angel Gotti right now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this is really about Harold, Kickstand, Failure, who else am I missing? Beck, Brooklyn. Where are they all going to run now? Deadlies? They're all going to be on Deadlies. You said Silo's on deck if he speaks up for Daddy Ripper. No chance. 100%. Listen, one thing about it, Jim ain't going to duck no wreck with Silo. He ain't going to duck that wreck. He's going to go up and down bad. He's going to go up and down. Silo don't want that smoke. Silo's a pussy. Silo is a pussy. They're all pussies. They're all walking vaginas. That's what they are. They're a bunch of, well, they can't even walk. You know what I mean? Some of them can't even walk, so they're all just vaginas. You know what I mean? We'll call Sailor a dry vagina. No, I don't want to talk like that. Fuck it, but they're pussy. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. Yeah, big guy. I know commissaries for jail and prison. If ICE got them, then yeah, but not. Here's the thing. I did look this up. They can hold them like in regular detention centers also. Like he could be in Miami-Dade and stuff like that. So he would be able to get commissary and stuff if the jail, you know what I mean? So he would be, and he can use the phone. In all the places they can use the phone to contact people. They can do that. They can use the phone. Yeah, where's all the regulators? Yeah, where's all the dressed in blue? Oh, we'll get into that. If you guys remember, because here's how, listen, Sailor and them were scared from the rip. They didn't want nothing to do with this. They knew what JT was doing. So they ducked. All of a sudden, Sailor acts like he don't know how to get no numbers for SoFlo or Tina or nothing. JT knew he was lying. Okay? So none of them would help JT. But you know who did? Remember I told you a long time ago when he kicked Butterfly Kisses to the curb, even though me and Butterfly Kisses had our issues and stuff like that, I said he messed up there. And he put Crazy Granny as the managing mod. Well, Crazy Granny had the phone numbers on it. So Crazy Granny passed it on over, you know, because look, I'm not knocking Crazy Granny for that. Crazy Granny works for JT, for real. That's JT's ace. You know what I'm saying? She did what she's going to do. She did what she's going to do. Honestly, she did what she was supposed to do in that situation. She was never Team Ripper like that. You know? That's how stupid they are. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, bro. Deported R.A. Espinosa. Yeah, that was you the whole time. Well, you know, I already knew that. I knew that the whole time. Not the whole time. I knew it when you told me. What, like a month ago? Something like that? Chicago Mary, a few of us have been calling you a gutless coward. Thanks for proving us right. Yeah, this isn't the normal run, Harry, run. You know, that's all joking and shit. I'm dead serious, man. I'm dead serious. I'm dead fucking serious. Kevin Wu, what's up? Good to see you. How are you in here under Casperosa and Kevin Wu? We all know that's Casperosa. I'm joking around. That's the Jim Gotti show over there. If Angel's lucky, Jim will have her doing the pre-show. Well, she can't do a show by herself no matter what. She'll admit that. Angel can't sit up there by herself. It's hard to do. It's hard to do for some people. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, the people who do it by themselves and stuff like that, it's not that simple. You know? And Satchio does it by himself. Like, so don't make me think I'm referring to him. You got to remember, Satchio's doing an 8 fucking hour show. But Satchio will carry 2 fucking 3 hours by himself. And if nobody even shows up, that old bastard will carry fucking 8 hours. So, but I mean, like, if you look at like FBS, me, Satchio, even in that other British community, Melty carries a show by herself. You know what I mean? Angel Gotti can't do that. No fucking way. So she's always going to need help. You know? Angela carries a show by herself. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I missed you, Angela. Watch Her Crazy carries a show by herself. You know what I mean? It's not that simple. It's not. She can't do that. Oh, yeah. The South Central Granny. You better not play with me with these guys. She's crazy. She was funny. She's not going to be mad at JT for calling in the Satchios. She ain't none going to be mad at JT. Man, they better not be. You already know, it spanked the shit out of them. Good to see you, though, Taylor, New York City. But yeah, and that's, you know, I'm just not glad that anything like this. Now, I'm glad it got deported or whatever, but I'm not glad about this interview and all this stuff and all. Now, I already know what was basically what was said and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not going to let everything out. That's not my content to do that. But I'm not glad about that part, really. The part that I'm glad about is what it exposes. And how I said earlier, because I was just going to come on here and read them. But the first thing went into my head, I said, man, you know what? You know how much I appreciate the people who stood behind me and the people over here, the real strong people. And that's the truth. And it just you show them up. You show them up. And you people have been attacked by Harry, been attacked by Failure, been attacked by Kickstand, been attacked by Brian Presses and all these goofballs and Tommy Lou Crazies and all them type of people. Been attacked by them. And they can't fuck with you. They're soft. Look at them. They're bitches. Bitches. And that's the truth. That is the fucking truth. So I'm glad for that reason. You know? You don't believe a word Jimbo says. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. What he told me on that phone call, he knew too much. Just put it that way. He knew too much. He was hitting the nail on the head on shit. When he brought up the brother Eddie, and he even said, yeah, Eddie said he's never spoken to none of you guys. I was like, he hasn't. Brought up the Ripper's daughter. I'm not going to get into all that. Brought up that the Ripper has a sister. I mean, he knew. Fucking listen. They do that, man. Listen, what do you think? What do you think? They didn't call a girl that I dated when I was 19 years old? You think they didn't find that and call that? Believe me, they do that shit. That's how you look. They're not going to bluff on that. Now, they'll spin a narrative and, you know, who knows what's said. Person might have said this and they'll turn it into this. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they definitely spoke to these people. They admitted on the post, and he told me, he's like, hey, I sent the police to his house. I said, fuck you sent the police to the man's house for? A wellness check. I mean, so that's not a lie. This ain't a lie. He's fucking, listen, he went up and down one side. Came on Satchio showing shit on him. You know? Let's see what Harry's been doing. He was down in the dumps. Satchio had him rocking and rolling last night, didn't he? I clipped that, I think. Let's look at Harry. See, Satchio was nice to you last night too, Harry. He fucking... Is that the clip here? Let me make sure this is right.
You got fucking nothing. And now I don't think they really care for you much. I don't know. Why is this asshole fucking calling me all of a sudden? Why is he...
Jughead wants the link.
Who's Jughead?
Call her Jughead.
Already.
Hang on, let me see.
He's just fucking down. And how you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say congratulations.
Oh, yeah. We'll play this. This is where Mr. Satchio had Harry out last night. Let him rock and roll a little bit because what Satchio down, it was down in the dumps. What's up, Uncle Team Fresh Charge? That's right. Yeah, they're hot. They're cowards, man. Fuck Stone Cold cowards. I don't want to seem like I'm like sticking up for El Rapo, but like, come the fuck on, man. I'm so glad that I don't fuck with y'all. You're a bunch of fucking pussies. Straight bitches. You know what I mean? Roy Cohn fan on the crap table. Get your ass off that crap table, Roy Cohn fan. But yeah, fucking while it's uploading, you guys see the Texans demolish fucking Steelers. I told you guys that. That fucking defense fucking bites. Man, look, they couldn't do shit with Cleveland. And then when they do some shit to the Ravens, everybody's like, oh, Ravens suck. I'll throw for fucking 250 yards and fucking 3 touchdowns on the Ravens. I'd probably throw 400 yards on the Ravens, though, truthfully. I'd probably throw for that on the best defense in the NFL, as a matter of fact. Hang on. It just came over. It's from last night when they took Harry out the See, Satchio's nice to Harry. Took him out to rock and roll a little bit. Satchio got mad at me for calling Leanne Jughead. You don't even know that's what I call her. It's like, who's Jughead? Don't you call her that? I didn't record the part where Jim called in. I fucking I think it's right after he called in. Layla, come here. It's uploading right now, guys. It's like 3 minutes long. It's almost halfway done. That girl. Yeah, but yeah, I can't believe these people. They're such pussies, cowards. Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all went through all that bullshit. All that bullshit. Here we go.
There, you got nothing. You got fucking nothing. And now I don't think they really care for you much. I don't know. Why is this asshole fucking calling me all of a sudden? Why is he?
Jughead wants the link.
Who's Jughead?
Leanne.
What? Why are you fucking calling her Jughead?
That's her nickname.
Not her fucking nickname.
It is. For me and her, that is.
I like Leanne. Don't call her a fucking Jughead.
She knows I call her Jughead. I've been calling her Jughead for months.
Wow. Now I could get rid of the fucking doll. I gotta get rid of that one especially because that's had like a lot of fucking power in it, and I gotta get it out of here.
How's the Harry doing? How's Harry doing? Is he still rocking and rolling?
Harry's all fucking sad. You want to see Harry?
He's not rocking and rolling anymore.
No, he's just all fucking down in the fucking dumps.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The SoFlo doll you're gonna get rid of?
Fucking Harry's all fucking down in the. Oh, you motherfucker! Come on.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Leanne. How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say congratulations, and I'm glad he's gone. You guys can celebrate. Maureen, you're a badass.
Yes, she
and
is.
Jim Terry, go suck one, because you're next, motherfucker.
Look at Harry's next. You just don't know it yet.
Look at SoFlo. Look at this. No, this is Harry. Look at fucking.
He's not even rocking and rolling anymore. What's wrong, Harry?
He's fucking rocking and rolling all night long. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna do my song all night long. This is you, fucking Jim Terry. You better watch your fucking self, my friend. You better watch yourself. This is
Put a couple pins in him real quick.
Yeah, you want to put some more pins in Jimmy?
Hell yeah, he needs it.
There's so many. I don't think there's a part that you could fucking get him in. Where do you want him?
Double up the eyes.
Where do you want it?
In his eyes. Double up the eyes.
Ian, where do you want this pin?
I want it right up his prick if he has one.
There's one in there, but this needle is a very long needle. I'm gonna stick it right in there for you again.
Thanks.
Oh God, Jim, you motherfucker! Look at you! Look at you! You fucking
Yes.
look at
Limpy Dicky. Jorge Terry.
That's fucking Jim Terry. Look at the fucking the prick. Look at, he's got it in his fucking head, up his spine, the back of his fucking neck. Oh, Jim, boy.
In his knee. You got it in his knee. And
Oh,
his foot.
you see what I did to fucking SoFlo, you motherfucker? You better fucking stop, okay? As you analyze my desk.
Hey, Satcho's a funny motherfucker. You see, listen, I like how he is. He's trying to scold me and shit. Don't you call her that. Then I'm telling him where to pin Jim Terry. He's like, Leanne, where do you want me to pin him? Satcho, let me find out you're simping for Jughead. Nah, I'm joking around. He's just a gentleman. Fucking, oh shit, FBS says Tina's not going to be left off the hook because of this. Yeah, but I'm not going to call her house like somebody said. I'm not going to do that. She's still, yeah, she's bad and stuff like that, but it's just like, I just don't do that kind of shit. Like, I'm not into that. You know, I feel like weird doing something like that. She got stuck in the doorway this morning. Yeah. No sympathy for the raccoon. All right, give me her fucking number. We'll call her live. I'll call her live. You got the number? Shoot it to me, Carlos. Yeah, he didn't know it was Kaspersky behind that. He thought it was Montpes. Yeah, that's crazy shit. Anybody wish to donate? We got Super Chat, Super Sticker, Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. What's up, Snake? Good to see you. Yeah, but man, that's just the point, man. These people are such fucking pussy, coward motherfuckers. Yeah, listen, when you were doing that, he was probably getting scared as shit, Gary. If you're fucking linking them up to biker pages and shit. Because listen, not just Hell's Angels, bro. Any 1%er will kick the shit out of Harry for saying that shit. No matter what it's not like, you know, you can't claim that shit being the whole thing universally is 1%ers. I know you got the Banditos and the Mongols and the Hell's Angels and the Pagans and the Iron Horsemen and the Fates Assembly. I know all that. You know what I'm saying? Even the black ones, Wheels of Soul, all that shit. It's universally 1%ers. No matter what you're pretending to be, you're disrespecting all of them. You know what I mean? You're disrespecting all of them. You know? So, Harry'd have more than the Hell's Angels to worry about. So, you're going live too, Leanne. What time are you going live? Jughead? What'd you say? Absolutely shameful. So-called anti-informants are celebrating SoFlo's incarceration, and many are even bragging about their part. Fat Tony Salerno is turning in his grave. This is a dark day. Yeah, Fat Tony Salerno. He's probably cigar burning his lips, right? Ain't that the fat guy who was got caught in the Jaguar and shit? I liked him, that fat guy. He was cool. I actually liked him. He was hardcore. He for fuck you months cuss out the people with the cameras and shit. Would you say SoFlo's entire chat, all 6 of them are in Angel's chat, all of them disgraced her and her entire family, every single one of them? Yeah, like what she did the other day did not make fucking sense. She told Jesse Roth, she's like, you should, because Jesse's like, Eric didn't come up there and cuss or nothing like that or do nothing to my chat. She's like, but Jesse, he's talked bad about you before. You shouldn't have him on panel. I'm thinking like, I I haven't done nearly to Jesse what SoFlo did to Angel. Like, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Give me a fucking break. Ain't no way. Thank you, Snake. Thank you so much for the donation. Yeah, you should. Listen, man. Fool's gold. Fool's gold when you seen what they did with the Ravens. I know my own team. I know they fucking, come on. And we should have beat them. And like I told you, guys, you remember I said this weeks ago, and Fish jumped on the bandwagon. I said, I like the Texans to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC. NFC's too hard for me to even take a pick. The Bears are fighting. You know what I'm saying? The Bears are fighting. You got fucking Seattle over there. It's a tough fucking place to play, man. It just is. Got the Niners lurking around. You never know what they could pull off. They got to go to Seattle next week, right? And the Bears are going to be hosting the Rams. That's a tough game. That's a tough fucking game, man, for the Bears. Stafford used to play in their division. Stafford's good. I don't care what anybody says. Stafford's always been a good quarterback. Always has been. Yeah, JT goes on all the channels and surfs and all that. That's what he does. That's what he does, you know. Nah, but he talked to the Rippers people. Believe what I tell you. He knew too much. Listen, he's not lying about that. He's definitely not lying about that. You wish Lee Cole would give us a opinion? But listen, Angel, thing I just would say, I'm just going to say behind the scenes and give out people's addresses, give out their children's information, stuff like that. And then when they talk about how the Iron Sheik humbled me, then I'm going to be, you know, that's what he'll do, you know. Harry sent you a picture of him and his wife. You're the only one who didn't share it. Harry, you went after your family. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, fuck you, Harry. Fuck you. Harry's a pussy. Straight pussy. Always has been, always will be. Always will be. Yeah, it's that here. Who's Jughead? I'm like, Jughead wants a link. You know, I say it nonchalant because that's what I call her and shit. Who's Jug? Don't you call her that. She's not a Jughead. That was funny. Yeah, Carlos always spitting that fire. Motherfucker, Carlos out that motherfucker. Carlos is in all his glory right now. Carlos in all his glory right now. But listen, he should be. Carlos has been in this fight for a long time. You know, I'll say this: I've fought the Ripper now, and shit like that, for like 8 months, 9 months. You know what I mean? But some of these people have been here for years, and some of the shit that he's done to people's families and shit like that. You know, you guys all know. You know, it's just, it is what it is. What's up, Walt? Or what's your name? Wolf? Demon? What's going on? Good to see you. But, yeah, I like when he does the Harry doll. I like when he has, I'm rocking and rolling, doopy wop, doopy, all that shit. Look at Harry. The hair's going. He's got that beard on him and shit. That's the funniest doll. And only got Harry pinned up, really. But you don't got to pin him up because he's a pussy. You know? I can't believe him. Assalamu alaikum, my doves. You need one of those voodoo dolls. Nah, that's not. You'd be off your deen then, my brother. You know, that's not Islamic. You know, that's against the Quran, playing with a voodoo doll. You know, so you can't do that, especially during Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Yeah, she said right up his prick if he's got one. You know. Who's that on Suge's panel? That was me. That was me on Suge's panel. And Leanne and Jughead and Grumpy Italian. Yeah, he's got them all pinned up over there. He puts them in jars and shit. That's the funny part. He puts them in jars. He said he's gonna put the Ripper in a jar and piss on him or something. He said the book tells him to do that or something. So he's talking to real voodoo people and shit. Hey man, this shit's working. You know? Yeah, Suge's cool, man. He's funny. He trips me out. He's got a lot of crazy experiences in his life. He's running around the bands and shit like that. He's been to all them hot clubs and shit, man. Like Club 50, Studio 54, whatever it is in New York and stuff. Like New York that was a major, the city in the United States, the greatest city in the United States for a long time. Now, everything's watered down now, but for a long time, I mean, come on. You go in them clubs, Michael Jackson's in there, John Travolta, Brooke Shields. I mean, come on. Madonna, shit like that. I remember when I was going to, some of you New York people should know this. I forget what it was. I went around Central Park in the carriage. I was out there, on a date. And so we went around Central Park. We flew in a helicopter, all that type of shit, whatever. My favorite thing to do is ride in them things where the people are on the bike and they drive you through traffic and shit. I love them. It was like $7 or $8 a minute back when I did it. But I love that shit. But anyway, so going around Central Park, the guy's talking to us, and we were looking at the I guess condos or apartments, condos, it's just one floor, whatever. And on the one side, I don't know if it's the east or the west side, so don't hold me to that, but anybody from New York might know this. He's like, yeah, over here, and I'm just going to say east side. On the east side, that's where like Madonna, people like that have their place. He's like, now over there, they can't, on the west side, they're not over there because they can't afford it or something, or it's too much money. Not that they can't, but it's too much money. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, who the fuck's over there? And it's like, like sultans or something, Saudi Arabia people, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know which side was which, but that's what the guy told me when we were going around Central Park in the horse and carriage. You got to wonder now if some sadistic Salvadorian prison guard is pinning SoFlo with a spiked bat. Who knows? He needs to put the Ripper down in a cage. Now he's got him in a jar. You don't have an emoji for raccoon? I don't know all emojis. The only thing I know is the laughing one. And I don't do the hearts. Fucking. Here's Maureen's channel right here. Let us know if you're definitely going to go live, Maureen. And, what's up, my man Fish? What's going on? You sober? Good to see you. Just because Leanne's going to go on, definitely. Thank you, Sonny Grasso. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. So, Leanne, you're definitely going on, correct? 9:30? Okay, Leanne, 9:30. Maureen said if she can, it'll be around 9 o'clock or something like that. Watch them both. We could go back and forth. How to do it. Exactly, Grumpy. Harry the wannabe that never could be. That's the crazy shit, man. Like, and even on here, like, yo, defend your boy, your brother. You call motherfuckers your brother. And this shit happens, and all y'all fucking hightail it. Like, come the fuck on. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Who knows? I can't believe this shit, though. What's up, Stevie? You say Seahawks going to Super Bowl? They'd be the favorites right now. I mean, you got playing in Seattle's tough, man. That fucking 12th man, it's tough. I mean, it's not like, I remember when they had, what the fuck was the quarterback? The black quarterback that they had before Russell Wilson. He sucked. This is around 2012. No, excuse me, 2000, maybe 2011 season. 2011 season, because Russell Wilson came in 2012. They actually signed Matt Flynn, gave him like $10 million, but Russell Wilson was a third-round draft pick to beat him first job. But Tavares Jackson, I believe that was his name. He sucked, but I remember they beat us. You know what I mean? Because it's just so tough to play there. It really is. There in Kansas City is really tough to play. You're taking the Seahawks. You can't get no good value on them. That's my only problem with it. Taking the number one seeds and the favorites, especially on futures bets. You really don't get no good return on your shit. Whereas though, like how Fish, I think a few weeks ago, took the Texans to win the Super Bowl. Texans didn't win their division. They weren't in first place in their division. So he's going to get good value if they go and they win the Super Bowl. I think that's the type of, when I do futures bets, that's the type of shit that I do right there. Yeah, I look for the value, you know. Agnostic, you think Jesse Rawls hot as hell? Did you play football or box most of your life? You might have CTE. Oh, man. Oh, Roth has no friends already. Yeah, I mean, look what she did. Look what she did to fucking the Izzos. I mean, give me a fucking break. Izzos had your back for fucking years. And fucking just for the popular thing coming up. How'd that work out for you? Now your treehouse got fucking chopped. Listen, one thing about it. The Izzos wouldn't let Eric Foss chop your treehouse down. I'm sorry, they wouldn't. You know, they wouldn't. You know it. That's just the way it is. Blessings to you and a big hug. You know what I'm saying? They would not have let Eric Foss chop your treehouse down. They would not have done that. And then they would not have fucking cleaned the debris up either and fucking put you to the side. But you know, you live and you learn. Well, some people don't learn, you know. But that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. But she'll make up shit. You know, she always makes shit up. She'll not. What's up, Sean? Good to see you, bro. Chilling. Hope everything's well with you. Yeah, but that's the crazy part, man. Lee Cole's gay neighbor. Has anyone seen Lee Cole? Hell no, I ain't seen him. You might be seeing him now. You might have to fucking fill in, fucking, because who is Silo going to be able to be over there? Cass Roach, you hate this motherfucker. I hate him too. You say maybe the Ripper's karma for making and laughing at quadriplegic people will be him becoming quadriplegic. Let me tell you something. A lot of them guys that they're getting off the street, a lot of them are fucking stone cold, serious gang members, MS-13 and all that stuff. I think I told you guys this before. Look, I was at Supermax because we got MS-13 in Maryland. They're not in Baltimore. They're never in the cities. They're like in the suburbs. So they're more in like the PG County area, Montgomery County. Where it's got money and shit, Montgomery County, and in the suburbs there. Now that would be more of suburbs of DC. You know, it's closer to DC than it is to Baltimore. Now, but they were locked up where I was at in Supermax in our federal holding, which is Chesapeake Detention Facility, but it's the old Supermax. So I still call it Supermax. So I'm sitting there, and there was like 4 of them on my tier. They were cool and shit. They used to come over, play cards and shit with us and shit. We teach them how to play cards and shit. They were pretty cool. They drink with us and shit. So we're sitting there, and we're all watching. You know how you got the TV and shit? You know, one TV for the tier. Like, even though we had TVs in ourselves, shit. So we're all sitting out there, and Donald Trump comes on. So he's complaining about the MS-13s, right? So they're sitting here. I'm sitting here. Me and my homeboys are sitting. My co-defendants, we're sitting here. We had our table, whatever. You know, we're drinking our coffee, whatever. Yo, Donald Trump pulls out a picture of an MS-13 dude and says, and this, you know, this animal right here, he cut somebody's heart out and ate it or something like that, right? I hear all the MS-13s laughing, and they're all like, oh, and they're pointing at their homeboy. I looked up. It was that fucking dude. It was him. It was him. Donald Trump's holding a picture of it. He fucking cut somebody's heart out and ate it. Dead serious, man. It was something like that. He did something with the heart, ate it, or I definitely cut it out. Did something maybe, but I think he ate it or some shit. But it was okay. So that's the Upper East Side, where okay, Hammond, yeah. I didn't know what side it was, but I do remember the guy who, you know, takes you around with the horse carriage or whatever. He told us that. X said in his community post that Jim confirmed that FBS and Saccio didn't talk to the Ripper's brother. I don't recall them saying they did. He told me on a phone call that he did. That's how I knew. I didn't even see that in the community post about his brother. JT called me and told me that personally. He said, hey, we talked to his brother, and I guess that's who he's referring to, FBS and Saccio. He's like, he said he never talked to you guys. I said, I never said I talked to him. You know what I mean? I don't even fucking know his brother. So that's what it is. That's where they're confirming that or whatever, or saying that. Yeah, I don't know if it was. I don't know if you're talking about the whole West Side or if he's just talking about this certain area. You know what I mean? Right by Central Park. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. You know, I'm not from up there. I don't know the ins and outs. You know what I mean? I know fucking like Sparks is on 3rd Avenue and 46th. Trump's place is on 5th Avenue. Gallagher's is on 52nd Street. You know, I know shit like that. But I don't know like the rest of the stuff. So but yeah, so yeah. Another place I used to go up there. I used to get cheesecake from Junior's, but the original Junior's was in Brooklyn. But Junior's cheesecake, I like that. Yeah, this whole community would be flip floppers. And when I talk about social shit, I just know this: when the rubber hit the road, man, with me, you know, that was real life shit. You know what I mean? And these people, you know, they know who they are. You're one of them, Carlos. You know, and I can't go down the whole list, but you know, even people like bigger people that people, you know, look up to stuff. I could show you the messages that were sent. Oh, does he need anything? Does he need this, that? Like, there's a lot of good people, man, and they're on this side. None of them are on that side. None of them. They're bad. They're bad. You know? They're really bad. Lee jumped in Angela's chat? Angela in here? Fuck was he doing over there? Spying. You know, that's all he does. He's always up to something bad. He's bad. He's bad news. Would you say Mustache B? Kaspersky definitely did his thing with that Ripper, and the Ripper thought he was just going to abuse Kaz, and there would be no consequence. I guess again, Ripper. Yeah, that dude's a fucking scumbag. You know what I mean? He's a scumbag. But you know, where's his boys now? You know, because I would see all the time Harry and then posted whoever Ripper's fighting with. Would you say White Cracker? I seen comment. Yeah, I was pissed off yesterday. Because that rubber room. I'm not even that mad right now. You know. Not even at the rubber room, because they need to answer these tough questions tomorrow. This shit better be fucking clarified tomorrow in that rubber room. Harry, get your ass out there with your wrench like you did with Tony Buick. Fucking crush JT tomorrow. Go ahead, Harry. You ain't gonna come out of hiding. Mickey Rourke won't get rid of Vinny Mattabaloni, dedicated ass lickers like P Slow 3 and Silo Mickey Rourke cherishes. Yeah, but he might run on his own. He's got it. You can't sit back. That's your brother. For years, you supported that man. Come on. Come on, man. He's got to confront that, or else he's a bitch. Which I already know he's not going to confront, so you're right. He's going to remain, but he's a bitch. Well, we already know that shit. But this is some real bitch shit. Archiella, don't you dare write paragraphs on anybody anymore. SoFlo's such a great guy. He's my brother. I lost my leg shooting Silene and all. Fuck you. You better. Now, what are you going to do here, punk? You punk motherfucker. You know? You're nuts too, man. You were really going to do this. I know that you would have, Chris. I've seen Chris do some wild shit, man. I've known Chris, now 10 years? This year will be 10 years? But Armand, it was a group effort, but thank you. Yes. If he wasn't deported by the end of January, I was going to live stream driving to D.C. to speak to someone at the White House and give them the petition, and you would have done it. 100% you would have done it. You'd have probably got sprayed with mace and shit like that, like me. You know what I'm saying? But You'd have attempted it. I'll tell you that. You wouldn't have gave up if they'd have told you, look, you need to leave. We're the Secret Service. Oh, you go. Hold up. You'd have got on their nerves, got sprayed with mace, beat up. Juniors don't taste the same anymore. Yeah. I actually, best cheesecake I ever ate was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Like it was like a diner, like a double T diner, whatever you want to call it. That's on the side of the road. Best piece of cheesecake I ever had. And the best cheesecake I ever got, believe it or not, was from fucking Costco. But I've had Juniors. I like Juniors, though. You know. Yeah, but them scumbags, man. This has got it. You know, the tough questions. They always want. Yeah, I was mad yesterday, bro. I was mad. You know, because they sat up there with all that bullshit. You know, and they're just fake. They just make me mad sometimes. You know. Oh yeah, and then they threaten me. They threaten me with somebody. Oh, you don't want to mess with it. Yeah, okay. You know, you better watch it. Yeah, all right. All right, I ain't going to start getting mad again. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you, bro. But yeah, so fucking this shit's gonna, you know, we'll see what happens. Like I said, that's the information I got. I do know a little bit more, but like I said, that's what Jim and them done. Let them put that shit out there, because they will. But my thing, I want to just see these cowards. I want to see them. I want to see them come out. And don't come out talking shit about me. You cowards. You know what I mean? All your bullshit. Nah, you got bigger fish to fry, motherfucker. Them motherfuckers went up and down your boy. And they're going to continue to do it. Because there's more. They said, JT told me there's a whole lot more shit. You know? I remember in the joint, people used to make cheesecakes. Because they would sell the, depending on what joint you're at, you could actually get the real Philadelphia cream cheese off a commissary. And then it was, Carlos probably knows how to do that. Do you know how to cook and shit in the joint, Carlos? If you remember the cheesecakes, they would take the vanilla abstract, graham crackers, the Philadelphia cream cheese, and all that shit. What's up, Amy? You is smart. Okay. Good to see you. But ain't that what it was, Carlos? If you remember. I'm sure there's more ingredient. Would they steal the Oh, you do? Okay, so now what else was it? Like filler, like they would steal the vanilla pudding and stuff like that out of the chow hall. I think they would put that in there or something too. They were good. They were good. Believe it. I don't cook though. I'm not a cook. You know what I mean? I didn't do that. You know what I mean? I had people cook for me. I'm not a good cook. Yeah, listen, what did I tell you the whole time? I told you he wasn't going to fight the Ripper's battles and shit like that when he was gone. No. What's the upside in that? This is content now. This is big content. The Ripper got deported, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be interviewing everybody. They're going to interview Big Tina. They're going to try to. Believe it. My early picks. I don't want to fuck around. I like Seattle. I got to see the spreads, though. Let me see. NFL divisional round playoffs spreads. Let me see. That Bears and Rams game, Chicago looks like they're getting 3.5. I like the Bears at that. I like the hook. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be a close game. I think that could be a field goal game. But I mean, that's what I'm saying right now. Bills at the Broncos, Buffalo -1. I like the Bills. Texans and Patriots. New England minus 2.5. Oh, God. I got to take the Texans because I picked the Texans to go to Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be confident. Patriots are good, man. Drake May's a good quarterback already, and their defense bites. Their defense bites too. Also, have to see what the weather's going to be in New England. I don't even want to touch that game right now. But like I said, I picked the Texans to go to the Super Bowl, so obviously I would take them with the points. But when you actually look at how it fell, I'm not sleeping on the Patriots, man. Seattle's minus 7.5. I like the 49ers. I like Seattle to win the game, but with that 7 and a hook, I got to take the 49ers. I think they're going to show up a little bit. Even though they got blown out at home last time, but I got to take the 49ers with 7.5. That's a lot. That's a lot in a divisional round of the playoffs, especially against a division opponent. And like I said, I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo over the Broncos. I hate to say that, man. And it's not a knock against Buffalo Bills fans. I just hate that fucking kickstand. I hate Archella. Yeah, the cream cheese packs. Yeah. Yeah, I already know White Cracker. I already know your team. Patriots. I can't sleep on them, though, man. Damn. That's the fucking craziest part. Yeah, the pudding, Carlos. Okay, so I was right about that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. The dude from New York used to make them for me. Some of you guys might know him. He's crazy. He's from out there, but he's from Brooklyn. Guy named Corky, James Corcoran. I think he was like a dirty white boy at one time or something. But he was cool. He's cool as shit. You know what I mean? He was cool as shit. Oh, there's Ricky Nick getting that Oliver back. Okay, I like you guys. I already told you though. Bro, I already told you, but I don't know if look, I don't think that you can beat New England or Houston. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think that's where the buck stops. No matter who wins that game, whoever wins that game is going to the Super Bowl. Would you say you bet Team Press Charges will watch Mickey Rourke's show From the Bushes tomorrow, and the others like Vinny Mataballoni will be quiet as church mice? Of course. Of course. Of course. But they're not going to get away. They're not going to get away. Silo hasn't been answering the phone for JT. JT's pissed about that. He's going to confront Silo about that. Why didn't you answer the phone? Why didn't you give me the phone number? Why did I have to do all this? Silo's going to have to answer that shit. And then Silo's going to have to answer to what really happened. This is the biggest news. Is Kittle out for the Niners? I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what, even when Kittle goes out, Kyle Juszczyk, he's a fullback or whatever. He is a fullback by, position or whatever. But, he turns into a hybrid tight end. And Juszczyk's good. He is good. He came back 21-0-5. Okay. I know you did. Is that the last time New England lost? Oh, he tore his Achilles? He's not playing then. But okay. So they're backup tight. Yeah, I don't know who they're backup tight. But like I said, Juszczyk is like a hybrid. You know what I mean? But because you really know, fullback really hasn't been a position in the NFL for a long time. But he used to be our fullback. And who was our best fullback? Vontae Leach. That motherfucker's neck was like that. Jesus Christ. I remember him. Wouldn't want to get him. And I'll tell you what, that safety, Bernard Pollard. He played for the Chiefs, then he played for us and won the Super Bowl. Man, that was a hard-hitting dude, man. He used to crush the Patriots. He injured Tom Brady, I think Wes Welker. Knocked Ridley out. Remember the AFC Championship game against us when we beat them? Knocked them out. Bills Rams Super Bowl this year. I mean, look, I'm gonna say it like this: the Bills are supposed to go to the Super Bowl. If they don't go to the Super Bowl with the teams that are in there, with the quarterbacks that were in there, because you're missing Lamar Jackson, you're missing Patrick Mahomes, you're missing Joe Burrow. It's kind of like, Allen needs to do that. Your buddy's son plays for the Ravens. Who is that? I should do a sports show aside. He don't know about sports. He lies. He don't know nothing. He claims to be a boxer. He don't know nothing about boxing. He knows like certain history and stuff like that. But Broderick Washington, okay. He knows certain history and stuff like that, but he don't know for real anything about boxing, like actual boxing. May 8th, they got fucking yeah, he's locked up. Yes, he's locked up. He's definitely locked up. Yeah, he types with Google. What was I about to say? Yeah, May 8th, the Orioles, they got the Tupac bobblehead coming out. We're playing the Oakland Athletics. And I'm fucking, my friend Matt, who came on the show, that one that did the show, I went and did the military show, he works for the Orioles. The guy retired from the Army. He works for the Orioles, and I'm going to get me a few. I'm going to the game. I'm not going to be in jail. But I'm going to that game May 8th, and down Camden Yards. I'm going to get my own bobbleheads, and then I'm going to get him to get me some. Shout out Ricky Henderson. Man, Ricky Henderson? Man, that was my man. Ricky Henderson, let me tell you something about Ricky Henderson. When Jose Canseco snitched on everybody about doing steroids, when he brought up Ricky Henderson, he said, look, that guy's never done nothing. He's just a fucking freak of nature. And he was, man. Ricky Henderson, man, to me, during my era, he's the top three. He's top three. Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., and Ricky Henderson, three best baseball players I've ever seen. The guy would lead off and hit 30 home runs. Steal 100 bases. Bat somewhere around 300. Like, come on, man. Come the fuck on. Ricky Henderson was the man. They didn't do it with a gold chain on, the sunglasses. Yes, he was. Yes, he was a thief. Yes, he was. That motherfucker still basically so quick, man. Ricky Henderson was the man. I think he's underrated, honestly. He's underrated. A lot of people don't look at him like that. But, yeah, Henderson was quick, man. Him, and you know what? Right. There's no comparison. Best leadoff hitter in history. You remember back then, because they played small ball back then too. So I'm gonna go over to the National League because that's where it was really played at. Do you remember the St. Louis Cardinals? How fast they were? Remember they had Vince Coleman? He was still 100 some bases. He had Vince Coleman, was super fast. Willie McGee, I believe his name was. He was fast as shit. Ozzie Smith was even fast. You know what I mean? They were so quick. Then they had Jack Clark as their power hitter. They played a lot of small ball and shit over there. The Cardinals did back then. So that just is what it is. Yeah, he didn't get along with. He was that type of person. My buddy told me, right, that he was he took his kids or something like that, or his nephews or something, to see Ricky Henderson to get an autograph or whatever, when they're doing signings or whatever. And he turned around and when he got up there, Ricky Henderson was just like, it's little kids. He just wanted to hurry up, sign the autograph, go. But the dude that took the kids there, he's like, whoa, hold up, man. These kids waited all these hours, shit, you're not. And then Ricky Henderson's like, oh, yeah, man, you're right. Hey, what's up, little buddy? What school you go to? Keep playing, but that type of shit. But it did say it was just like not very sociable, So, yeah, it's just the way he was, but he's a hell of a ball player, He was cool. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz. Remember, he's a beast. He's a beast at shortstop. He slapped the like button like it was PZ. Yeah, fucking that's back, man. I loved baseball back then. Baseball, I loved back then. It's just nowadays, it's I don't know, you know. Stole, yeah, he's got the record. He's got the most stolen bases all time too, right? Yeah, that's nobody's going to come close to that. Nobody's going to come close to that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I mean, it's just like pitchers nowadays. You know what I mean? If a pitcher throws 7 fucking innings, that's like something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 7 innings now is that's going deep in a game. You know, I remember motherfuckers like Nolan Ryan and Roger Clemens, them guys, they throw it to their arm fell off. Yes, it was, Fish. Yes, it was. You stole that pick from me weeks ago. I already know. As soon as I said something, there goes Fish. Ah, man. All right. Fucking, I like him to go, Fish. I do. Nah, listen, Buffalo Billy so flows into that kind of shit. He's gay. Like, he really is. Like, he really is gay. So he likes all that kind of shit, probably. I do think he got tampered with in Florida State Prison, though. And I told you guys the story before. Like, the Florida dudes, like the black Florida dudes, a lot of them are on ass. Like, they're booty bandits and stuff. So when he went to Florida State Prison, he probably got his ass took. You know what I mean? He's soft, light-skinned guy. Fucking, he had a fucked up charge. You understand what I'm saying? He's already gay. He was probably messing around with one dude. 5 of them came in there and tore him apart. That's why he's always talking about, you know, BBC and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Cheech? Good to see it. Yeah, I've seen it. Like, no, he got his shit took. He wasn't a booty bandit. He got his shit took. He's just gay. Yeah, but he's a booty bandit too. I guarantee if he got like a little soft dude or something, he would do it. Yeah, he's a rapist. You know what I'm saying? That just is what it is. You know, but I do believe that I know that happened to him because I know how they are. Like, you hear about the DC dudes and stuff like that. Yeah, some of that's true too. But I'm gonna tell you what, the Florida dudes, they were notorious jackers, fucking all that shit, jerking off all the time together and shit. Fucking want to see all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just so I know probably what happened. Who clipped you? Nobody clipped you. You're here. Yeah, the problem with record breaking in any sport is they play more games than back then. So of course you're going to break a record. Should do. Well, okay. Here's the thing, Dave. I understand what you're saying now. Well, okay. So who's the all-time rushing yards person for you? Is it Eric Dickerson or is it O.J. Simpson? Who's your Okay, Randy Moss holds the touchdown record with 23 for a wide receiver. Jerry Rice did it in 12 games or some shit. Or 14 games, something like that. Jerry Rice did it in like maybe 12 or 14 games. You know? He got 22. So Randy Moss got 23 in 16 games. Jerry Rice did it in 4 less games, but Randy Moss still has the record. So I understand what you're saying, Dave. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you to a point, but if you're going to do that, you're just splitting hairs so much. You know, you just got to look at the eras, who was what. Okay, 1987, Jerry Rice, 12 games. Jerry Rice, 22 touchdowns in 12 games. Fuck. Think about that. Think about that. Now, I know they did the West Coast offense when they, you know, Walsh and all that kind of stuff. But they didn't even throw the ball like that back then. That's fucking amazing. In 12 games? If that was being played today in these 17 games, he'd have fucking 35 touchdowns or some shit. The way they throw the ball. Would you say Jerry Rice was lame? He couldn't get 23. That's fucking scumbag. That's crazy, though. Think about that, man. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what it was, a strike shortened season. So you got I mean, that's almost 2 touchdowns a game, average. I mean, come on. That's nuts. What'd you say, Bolden? You wee little Willie Brooklyn, aren't you? You twisted sick. No, actually, Bolden is somebody I actually know from the street. So I don't know what you're talking about, Eham, and that's not William Brooklyn. That's not William Brooklyn. I've known him for 40 years. He's from Baltimore. Yeah, he's definitely got the shit tied in a knot, you know, like the gays do. Probably already trying to get into cosmetology school and all that shit, you know. All I need is a cosmetology class, madam. That's all I need. Yeah, Jerry Rice, he was a beast. You guys think Suggs is up for the Hall of Fame this year again? What's up, Dave? Good to see you. I think he'll get in this year. Yeah, so yeah, because people were saying that about the sack record, because of Myles Garrett this year. But here's the thing. Myles Garrett did it in less dropbacks. You understand what less quarterbacks dropping back than TJ Watt did it. And so that all factors in. Guys, you just gotta whatever the record is, but you still gotta remember each era, things change. Just like I would think like this. Like you got Peyton Manning, was the 2013 season when they lost to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. He threw 55 touchdowns. No, come on now, Carlos. Who the fuck is Lawrence Taylor? Who is? Yeah, them guys, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, them type of, especially Lawrence. Lawrence Taylor wrecked games. There's no fucking shit. Joe Theismann still can't watch the footage of him getting his leg broke. Who were we talking about? He threw me off that Lawrence Taylor shit. Lawrence Taylor is the man, Carlos. That motherfucker be in the locker room smoking a 16th at halftime. Come out fucking like a maniac. You fucking shit. Fuck that shit. Oh, we were talking about the sack record. Yeah, so you gotta, it's like splitting hairs when you do that kind of shit. They're not, stop. Have they said that? No, man. No. I'm not a Giants fan. Well, I'm not a Cleveland fan either, but no. Hell no. I wouldn't want to be hit by either one of them now, but I'm gonna tell you like this: if I had to have one of them fucking barreling down on my ass, I'd have to pick Myles Garrett over Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor's fucking, you're leaving that motherfucker on a stretcher. Yeah, the juice rolled up 2014 games. That's what I was saying. So like, is that better than Eric Dickerson in 16 games? So you can't. It's like splitting hairs. It's tough to do. Yeah, this is contract work. Yeah, Bruce Smith, that was my man, bro. Listen, I used to be a Bills fan before we had the Ravens. Back with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, he's underrated, James Lofton, Bruce Smith. Shit, them 4 Super Bowls, I was a Bills fan, bro. And then I was just like, man, these are complete losers. We need to, I'm just joking, but I was a Bills fan. I had the Bills starter jacket and everything. You too, Snooks. I hope you have a good night. What time is it anyway? 8:28. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm about to wrap up. Thank you, everybody came in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Team press charges. Get in that battlefield, soldiers. Get in that motherfucking battlefield. Let's see what y'all are going to do. I know what y'all are going to do. Y'all ain't going to do shit. You're a bunch of bitches. Fuck team press charges. Thank you, Snooks. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Fuck Team Fresh Charges. Fuck Mickey Rourke and her whole squad, that whole rubber room. We want the tough questions answered tomorrow night. We don't want to hear about Eric threatening everybody and talked about it. We don't want to hear about that. Eric does that shit all the time. We want to know. We want the question. Jim Terry, we want these hard questions answered, please. Get over there in that rubber room. Silo, don't you come up with fucking pneumonia or something. You better be there. I'll see you guys later. Harry, get your ass on that battlefield. You still got wrench over there. Get your ass over there, Harry. Pussy. Archiello, you better be cussing them out. You fucking one-legged kickstand motherfucker. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow.